Alright, so day one would be favorite game in the series. Now that's actually a lot harder than you would think it would be to come up with, a correct answer for, or something that I feel is justified based on how damn interesting every single game of the series that I played as, which for the record is 1 through 4, though I have a very intimate understanding of Downpour and, Awakening and all that stuff. So, Born from a Wish, etc. But overall, I would say I think my favorite game in the series has to be probably the original Silent Hill. Now, while that game does have its flaws, it's the thing that started it all, and you think of taking such a chance as a game company, the producers of the game, it was so different from what I've played before. The only thing that even comes close would be the Clock Tower series, and that's nowhere near as explicitly bloody and gory. But Silent Hill in and of itself was such a great new direction for gaming that I feel the original one has to still be the benchmark of awesomeness. I mean, I absolutely love to. It's one of the few games that I'll still play over and over again, just because I just love the game. But the original Silent Hill just had this air about it that, I mean, if spoiler alert, but I mean, if you remember going into the game and the first scene where you're going through the the back alleyway, and you come up to the crucified-looking body hanging on the fence, and then the demon children kill you. I forget their names at the moment, but what the fuck? That was so damn surreal to begin with that you can't deny that totally fucked with your head the first time you played it, unless you played it later, which I did, but still it was uncomfortable to watch. I mean, that's what I feel is the thing about Silent Hill that I like the most, and that's why it's probably my favorite game. Just the amount of uncomfortableness that's in there. Like 2 and 3 especially are full of the same thing. Well, all the games are really, but I just so very much enjoyed the first because it has one of my favorite protagonists, Harry Mason, looking for his kid, and that's when we first start learning about the actual town of Silent Hill and why it's so crazy the way it is. Like, if you stepped into the series late, you just know Silent Hill's a fucked up town, and you probably know why slightly, but like if you were playing 2 as your first game, you wouldn't be able to see the connection between the Gillespies and the town, and just, the whole storyline of itself sets up the entire franchise, in my opinion, which the first games usually do, but it does it in such a good way that you don't even think about how essential it is at the time. You feel like you're just playing the original story. It's like a good movie when they set up the first time. I can't really think of any off the top of my head that weren't already designed to be multiple parts, but well, the original Star Wars wasn't ever designed to be a multiple part movie. It was made as one vision. Lucas wanted more films of it, but that first story had to be able to tell the entire story he wanted to tell throughout the series comprised of one movie. I feel that same way about the original Silent Hill. It had to be able to tell the entire legend and lore that the writers had come up with in one single endeavor, and it's astounding that they were able to do so. Now they've added more characters and scenes, obviously, as the story grew, but your basic front to back, beginning, middle, climax, right there. Great game. Bosses weren't as cool, but nothing really would be as cool as Pyramid Head. Forgive me for following the status quo on that and following the popular opinion, if you're not of that opinion as well, but it's fucking Pyramid Head, so what are you gonna do? Anyway, Silent Hill 1, favorite game of the series. That was day 1 of the Silent Hill Challenge. Thanks for listening.